Howdy, folks. Welcome back. Here we are, January 13th of 2023, and we got our loop playing. It starts off with the tail end of yesterday's event. Right there is the start. And then we had the sputtering activity, and then another CME event right here. So we'll go through this. A little streak captured going across here in one of the frames, too. Something was streaking through there, right in there. Who knows what that is, but we'll be pointing that out too. So, let's see. Let this play a couple of times. There appeared to be a little object in that last little splash. Something came out and hung out there, but it's hard to see right in there. But there's not much data on that one. There's some missing frames in here, of course. So we'll just try to go through the best we can with what we got. So once the loop comes around to the beginning, we'll pause it, back it up. Okay, here's our opening frame. Hello, Michelle. Or Michelle Cameron. All right, thank you. Anyways, our opening frame here is 036, and you can see that this is the CME from yesterday, the tail end of it still underway. And as we progress through this, you can see we have a little object here in this ghost image right here. And we'll even zoom in on this for you. Here, first let me pull this up, then we'll zoom in on it. Okay, here's our round black object leading this boundary edge that the instrument is, reacting to right here. So here's our round object on the leading edge of this CME right here, captured in the ghost image. The other images were too bright in order to see it, but it was captured in this ghost image right there. Let me scroll this down a little bit. And yeah, that'll go boy. Then as we progress through, you can see we had some other stuff going on here, little small ones. These aren't big objects. These are little, like a series of little small ones coming out. And you look at this jagged CME line here. The blue one's nice and smooth, but this is like a splattering event that just kind of goes on. Here's another little object captured in that one. Another scattered event here. Another little object here, here, and here. See, these things are scattered now. And we'll zoom in on a couple of them. Let's pull that up first. Zoom in just a little bit more. You can make out that there was one here. You can see the stuff streaking back behind it. There's one here and one right in here. As we back up a little bit, you can see the instrument reacting to it right here. Okay, see this dent right here? And then those ones move out. Some other ones in there moving through. Not really clear and defined, but they're smaller ones moving through there. Let me move this out of the way here. Okay. Right there. Alright, and then the glitch frame. And here you can make out we have more. Here's another round object right there. We'll even zoom in more on this one so you can see it. Round object right here. Okay. A little bit more. Then here's our new CME right here. This is at 1900 on the 13th. And there's a round object right here leading the charge here. It's a darker image over on this side. Let's see if maybe we can pick it up just a tad bit on this side. You can see we have this round dark patch right here that the plasma is still connecting to from the sun right here. You can see it over here on this side. It's right here. It's making this dent in the reading again as usual. You can see the plasma reaching back. Okay. Then as it progresses on out, it looks like there might be other small ones in there. Whoops, what was that? Oh, nothing. Okay, so as that continues to progress on out, we have another one right here. You can see our instrument reacting to it. It kind of, okay, and that was the last frame that left off with. Okay, so there's this last one coming out right here and then stopping. You can see the instrument reacting to it. In fact, we're going to zoom in on that because you guys need to see this. All right. Move that out of the way and scoot her up. Well, yeah, you can see it better right here. Okay, it's right there. The instrument's reacting to it. This next frame, now here's the front face of it. There's the instrument going across the top of it and part of it reacting to the back of it. Okay, so it's this round thing, and you can see the instrument is reacting to the curvature of the back side of it. Let's go in even tighter and adjust this a little bit better. So let's go up there and come in on it. There we go. Now I can describe it a little better. Here's our round object right here. Okay, you can see the plasma. It's going over it faster than it's moving out and streaking. This is the wake coming off of this object. Here's our round object. The first little part of the instrument is reacting right over the top of the spheroid. This is a ball right here. So this is draping over the top of the spheroid, and this is going around the back curvature of it, okay? You can even make out some white plasma back here that's built up behind it now. So here's that. You can make out this one. There's a secondary one there, it looks like. Okay, so that was the solar report for tonight. We got all kinds of crazy, more madness on the sun. More madness. Then let's go back and let's go over to. So I have here. Oops. Bear with me just a sec here. Guess we're not done with the solar report yet. We're done looking at that instrument. And now we're going to come over here and check out the latest X-ray flux chart here. And what I want you to notice here is here's our event right here, okay? This is the one we were just looking at with the multiple objects in it. But I want you to notice how these other flare events are really sharp little spikes. They're pretty quick. Come up and then bam, they're done. I was watching this creep, this C flare activity. We're in C range. The X-ray flux is in C range and has been climbing up to M range. And here it is climbing and passing M range and then coming back down. And it's because this is a slow motion, slow event, a slow CME right here. And you can see this little yellow gap that it took a while. There's a little tiny little yellow gap there on that one, but that's about it. All these other M class have been pretty sharp little spikes, where this one's more of a mountain. Okay, and that's something I wanted to point out. It's a little bit different activity in these CMEs now. They're not just these, bam, a spike and then goes away. Look how steadily it rose and steadily it's coming back down. So I'm expecting we might see more events where our X-ray flux starts climbing into M class range and will stay in the M range like it's in the C range right now. So I'm just watching this carefully, because when I see it climbing like that without a spike, I'm thinking, uh-oh, we're going to go into this M class X-ray flux. Is going to be in M range. That's going to be strange then. So let me back out of this. So, okay, because down below here, I want you to read this. Right now, the C-class flare is 99% because we're in our X-ray flux is in C range. The M-Clair is 55% and the X-Clair is 15%. This should be higher, I believe. This should be like at 70% because we climb up here like this and then recede a little bit. I have a feeling it wouldn't take much to get right back into M-class range again. Okay? Then something else I want to report is here's our solar flares, right? We had one M.4. But what is more important is look down here. This is the visible sunspot regions. Okay? Look how full it is. These are all different sunspots that are currently active on the face of the sun right now. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've never seen this thing full all the way across like that with so many sunspots. Okay? I believe these are the ones, these red ones are the ones that produced X flares. And then look at all these new ones coming online. And where is it here? Oh, yes. This image right here. These are our new sunspots coming into range around the edge of the limb. And I believe there was even more. Where to go? Well, anyways, look at how big this one down here is going to be coming in. So we got a bunch more sunspots that are forming that are going to be rotating into Earth facing direction. Hang on, folks. We're in for a bumpy ride. Now, I'm going to bring you over here to this real quick. Where'd my magnifier go? There it is. And just to kind of show you that CME is going off in this direction, so it's not going to have any effects on Earth. Here's Earth and there's the sun. It's going away from us, okay? So our CME, this latest one, shouldn't have too much effect on us, but we are still bracing for impact from the previous CMEs that are headed our way. They're probably due in like the next day or two. So there's that. What else? There was something else on this I wanted to point out. Where'd we go at last? Oh, here. So let's see if we can pop this one up. Nope. Let's back out of that. What I want to do is zoom in on this. Oh, they look it down. This little image right here. Here's some of our sunspot regions. They're numbered and everything. And there were two boxes. There's one right here. There was another one here and another one here. See, it says new, new, new. There were 3 new sunspots coming around the edge of the limb. And that's why that sunspot list is so full right now. So maybe we're not seeing the biggest CMEs and the biggest X flares, but boy, do we have a lot of sunspots and a lot of strange, small little objects creating activity on our sun again. Okay. Something just occurred to me because I wanted to try doing this again. Thank you for bearing with me, folks. We're not very high tech over here at this channel, but we do have important information. So these CMEs usually take about 3 days to get here. So we're on the 13th. Let's go back 3 days to the 10th and see what happened on the 10th. Because that's what we would be expecting, is anything that happened on the 10th would be hitting today. Actually, let's go to the 11th because that would have hit today. Tomorrow will be the 14th. So tomorrow will be the 14th. It takes 3 days from whatever happened here to get to us. Let me just recap the 11th here. Ooh, there was a good CME there. Oh, we got this one. Ooh, and it looked like it had a crossed magnetic field that looks to go south and just behind us. So I would expect some kind of solar activity or some kind of impact CME. Effects from this CME around tomorrow, because it's happened 3 days ago on the 11th. These things take about 3 days to get to us. So that's something I wanted to do and start doing again, is go 3 days back from tomorrow's date so we'll know what to expect tomorrow. Okay? So there's that. We're due to get some energy tomorrow. And at the same time, we're going to pull up the GFS and do a really quick check of this, because we still have this storm systems coming into the west coast. It's like the last two little systems of this atmospheric river that's been hitting. So let's see everything in there. Yeah, you can see the date and the time up here. So here we are currently at about 10 p.m. January 13th. The Sierras are getting hit. Northern California is getting hit. And then we're going to progress through this. This is 4 a.m. tonight. Okay, the West Coast getting hit here. Looks like you guys up here might be getting something, but not too much. All right, so here we go. This is 10 a.m. tomorrow morning, January 14th. Northern California getting hit pretty good. Getting hit pretty hard. Let's just even zoom in on that. Pull it up for you guys. And maybe you can look at your local area here. Northern California, that's like Mount Shasta area. Here's Tahoe, the Sierras and everything. So the Sierras getting hit with snow tomorrow. Okay. Boom. Here's another. Okay, and that's the end of that little blast. Let me pan back here now so we can see the time and date again. Oops, one more. Okay, so I think that was about it. Let's go back a little bit so we can see this one more time. So here we are, 4 a.m. January 14th, tomorrow morning, as this moves into Northern California and the Sierras. Here's 10 a.m. tomorrow, and then 4 p.m. it really laying into California and the Sierras. Okay, then here's the 15th, small little impulse going through. And then it looks like the West Coast starts getting a break here for a few days. There's a small little impulse on the 18th, but not too much, and a final break. Okay, so a little bit of good news to report is that's a pretty big break here. And you know what? I'll slow down because I keep forgetting there's other people in the rest of the country want to see this too. So here we are. Let's back up. This is 4 p.m. the afternoon of January 18th. You people here in Missouri, Mississippi and Alabama, Tennessee, Arkansas, there's your little tornado event possibly on the 18th. Okay. As these lows come in, they go down and then come right back up. Here's a huge low that's going to affect all of this. Look at all this snow on the backside here. That's going to be hitting like Wisconsin, Illinois, Indiana, Michigan, the Great Lakes area. We'll back up a little bit. Here's an extreme event. This is January 22nd. They're calling for extreme event in this area as this huge low moves into the East Coast. There's the next frame. Okay, and then here's 4 p.m. on the 22nd. A lot of wind. See how tight these bars are? There's a lot of wind associated with this. Power outages, snow, ice, and everything for these people on January 22nd. So you people that are on the East Coast, even down here in Florida, you expect probably January 22nd is going to be a nasty day for the East Coast as the West Coast starts to clear out a little bit. Where was the other event? Okay, here's this other low that comes in and starts to affect Arkansas, Missouri, Oklahoma again, and another event for Mississippi, Tennessee, Alabama again. So all you people that just got hit here in this region are going to get hit again. And now it's no longer the West Coast, it's the East Coast turn to get slammed here. Okay, so you guys watching this as we progress. Boom. Okay. A little bit of snow on that. Not too much. Okay, that's about it for tonight. Yep, that covers everything. Let's leave it with this real quick. Let's go back to this as we close out. Oh, please come back to me. Anyways, we had a lot of activity on the sun. We're due to get another burst of energy to hit anytime now, from now till tomorrow. And this is not going to reload for me. There we go. So let me play this one more time. I'll just let the loop play. Okay, so yeah, lots of activity tomorrow when this storm's hitting the west coast. The energy from the sun might intensify this storm that comes in tomorrow. It wouldn't surprise me if we see some kind of earthquake activity tomorrow due to the impact of this CME coming in, as well as maybe strengthening the storm and maybe impacting California with an earthquake the same time the storm hits. These low pressure systems, when they come in, that's a 982 at one point, so it could cause an earthquake here off the west coast or something too. Wouldn't surprise me. Okay, I'm not a predictor or anything. I'm just saying I know what kind of reactions this stuff has to our planet. So watch for an intensification of storms. You people on the west coast here, hold on tight when these storms come in. There's going to be more flooding, landslides, bridges washing out, roads washing out, the power, possibly gas going out and stuff. So you might be trapped for a while, even though there's a break here. We just got a lot of water here in California, plus this second dousing here is going to be quite a handful for those people out there. So just pray for everybody, okay? That's it for tonight. I love you all. God bless you all. And until my next video, bye.